I guess spinal, whole body. Scorpions, prone scorpions. So down to the ground for this one. I'm going to keep your shoulder down, not up in your ear when you do this. Palm is flat. Chest is on the ground, so make sure first you can relax the shoulder to the ground. You find people actually won't be able to do that necessarily right away. Your opposite foot is going to come up and over. So ideal, you can get your foot flat on the ground, and if you can, then you're opening that knee up to the ceiling, opening the hip. Roll to the other side, pack the shoulder. Uh-oh. I don't smash the transmitter. And then after spending a little bit of time each side, then rolling kind of dynamically back and forth between those. If you need to make it a little more difficult, it's easier to look away. Looking toward intensifies it a bit. Very quick, supine scorpions, for lack of a better name. I'm sure there's a better name for this. I don't know. Same thing, face up, leg is straight. Oops, I can't go to that side. You're reaching across. I like to dynamically do it. So you reach across, back and forth. The shoulder bridge is basically a hip extension drill. Here, you can hold your feet. We do a fair amount of hand bridging as well, kind of open up the anterior chain a little bit. Always follow with some sort of spinal rocking to decompress the back. So the simple one I like to do is just ball up and rock. It should be really relaxed. We do a lot of just basic spinal rock stuff. We're rocking back and forth. If you do those, it should be super low effort. They're not a crunch or a sit up at all. It should take minimal effort. Twisting, basically seated, sit tall, hug knee to chest. If you're able, sit tall, rotate. That's another recovery one we do. And then the death stretch. I wanted to say a few minutes for that. We do this one a bunch. Hip flexor, the hip flexor combo from hell. So you have a wall and a mat. You do definitely want to pad the knee. It's this little bit of fun here. So basic version. The thing I always see done wrong is people get their pelvis out of position. They're bending forward to get out of the stretch. You want to keep your core tight, and just like you're going to do a heavy press, this should all be locked in vertical, glute squeezed. Whether you're in the forward position or back here, same thing. I like to move people as close to the wall as possible. A couple other variations that we throw in are the hand on the head, lean laterally away without twisting from this side. So now you're getting it down all the way through the IT band a little bit. The progression we usually go through, first one, you're working back. Second one is simply fire that glute strong, and it tightens that up, and people are just like, ugh. Third one, I do the tilt. Fourth one then is the lunge forward. There's a few others I actually have added in. One I like a lot that my ART practitioner showed me. So foot is rotated out, foot stays vertical, knee is angled inward, but then you square yourself up straight forward. Do a little more extreme version here. I think I might have to be here. So this is squared up, and then you're working forward here. This hits a completely different area that can be typically tight. I had some knee issues earlier this year, and this was one of the things that fixed it right up. It was a lateral tightness in the hip that the other stretch didn't get to. But other things to watch for if people are in that stretch is they're piking at the hips. You want to line them up in a nice straight line. Usually they won't even know they're out of line. You got to square them up.